I wonder if they can hear us. What up, you guys? Welcome back to another live for zodiac signs that are about to bite the dust. Just kidding. Not quite biting the dust. Aries is the first and foremost, so I'm right there with you, fam. If you're new watching this video after the live has run, welcome. We'll usually kick things off like 5 minutes or so in to give people a chance to filter in, so skip to 5 minutes or so. And feel free to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so we can chill and kick it. We have a good squad going here, good fam going here. We might do some other updates. We got the Hermetic Tarot deck, so we'll have some guidance along the way for said 4 signs that will be struggling at the beginning of this. Gabe Fisher, what's cracking? Goddess Rose, that looks like a new name. What's cracking? Valeria, nice to see you. Alchemy, what's cracking? ND Cheese, nice to see you too. I don't know if we've met. But what's cracking? I was last video I did a few days ago was on the solar eclipse meaning, which sort of set the tone for the rest of 2020 for each of the zodiac signs, and it was all positive and light and frilly and fluffy and shit. So I thought I would pull something up that was a little more balanced, and so that's where I was doing some research on, all right, what zodiac signs are gonna see some trouble. So these 4 zodiac signs aren't going to be seeing shit the entire year. It's just the start of 2020. And we'll do a little card pull with the Hermetic Tarot to see how it's going. Bonafide Bloom, you're back. Nice. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for taking your shoes off and staying a while. Nice to see you, Andy. Wait, I talked about it too. I can't. Yeah, I am divine. Give me that hope. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that hope. He was listening to the Oblivion music the other day. Yeah. Yeah, we get comfy and cozy, and my new favorite word recently, whimsical, on this channel. Whimsical. I wanted to do an update too of the channel, of the Man of Letters Apothecary Shop, which includes oregano extracts. Check that out, you guys. Mac OG. So if any of you guys live in oregano legal states, hit up your boy, Man of Letters. We got that fire. Anywho. Alright, let's get into it. It's about 5 minutes in, right? Nope, we're at 3 minutes in. Should we start? Should we wait a couple seconds? First of all, where my Aries squad at? Do I have Aries folk in here? That potent oregano. Yeah, I've been making, I have a new, we'll start at 5 minutes. We're at 3 minutes still. Actually, it's funny, I have, this is copal extract. I don't know if you guys are familiar with copal. It's a cousin of frankincense. It's used in saging rituals, but I extracted just the oleo resins and just the essential oils, and I got rid of, hold on, see if I can actually show you guys. Oh man. Alright, so this is copal. Copal resin harvested from a tree. Can't see it with the light. Anywho, I extracted it into an absolute so that when you actually burn it on the coal, it's pure oleo resin and pure essential oil, and it smells fucking divine. It's one of the most incredible ways to burn resins is as an absolute and not actually as a whole resin, because then you get the burnt smell and you get the charred smell, which is fine. There's ways around that, but there's nothing like burning pure oleo resin. Ah, sweet prince. I like your baby. How's your princey prince? You sleepy? You getting tired? Yeah? Atlas says hi. Anywho, I've been making extracts like a madman since I got my new machine, and including oregano fire extracts. Aries, let's go. Aries moon, this applies to you. Any Aries that you know of in your house or in your spread, I'm assuming applies. So if Aries is in your moon, attached to that. That meaning to the moon, if it's in whatever, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, whatever the hell it happens to be. What am I listening to? Om Namah Shivaya, and probably some house techno from the room next door. Aries moon and Aries all around me. Third spirit. He's all, lunchtime's over. That was tasty. I'll read it for the Aries moon. Here we go. First zodiac sign, Aries moon. Due to all this planetary action, Aries might have some confusing vibes coming their way during the start of 2020. And will be really upsetting for a sign that typically feels so sure of themselves and in control. It goes on to talk about a handful of things, but the long story short is Aries likes to be sure about what they're doing because they tend to know what they want and how they're going to get it. So when you throw a wrench in Aries, or you throw a wrench in anyone who likes to have a plan and is sure of themselves, they get all scatterbrained and clusterfucked. Because it's like, all right, I want to accomplish this, so I do this, this, and that to get this. Plain and simple, to the point. Very masculine, very decisive. But with all the crazy planetary action, supposedly, that's going on at the beginning of this year, means that there's a lot of chaos. And the chaos sideways the plans for someone like an Aries. So we'll do a hermetic pull to help you out through to see how we can fix the problem, or not fix the problem, but work with the energies instead of working against them. Good afternoon, Double R. Hello, Scorpio. Scorpio, you're chilling. You're not one of the four, I don't think. All right. Here we go, Aries. Here's our card. Here's our card. Shaisa. Queen of Wands. What do you have to say about the Queen of Wands, Atlas? Yeah? What else? Is that it? Alright. Atlas, I'm gonna translate for Atlas because you guys can't understand him yet, but what Atlas told me to tell you was that the Queen of Wands in a reverse position reveals any hidden agendas before they alienate partners or associates. There you go. So if you got plan and shit in motion, make sure you fill in the squad with all the details. Don't keep them to yourself. Yeah, I tend not to tell too many people my plans because I just don't feel like they need to know. But maybe I should change that, I guess is what this is saying. And the rest of you Aries. The Queen of Wands reverse points to a controlling tendency, makes sense, that is no secret, and the people around you have the insight to perceive what is happening. Don't think your hidden agenda is undetected, and don't deny it if it is brought to light. It's more important that your team members trust you than it is to preserve an image. That's helpful. That's very helpful. I like that. Very helpful. Noted. Noted, reverse Queen of Wands. Noted. So there you go, Aries. Be open about your plans. Well, first make sure you pick a good squad so that you don't have to hide plans from anybody. People that are on the same page with you, understand your vision, understand you and why you do the things that you do. And that helps if you start with a squad that you don't mind opening up to. Oh, sweet prince. Aren't you, prince? Yeah. Yeah, little cutie. Is that what you meant to say? Was that helpful, you guys? This should fit any of your. It doesn't have to be your sun sign, you guys. It doesn't have to be your sun. It's just apply this. If your Aries is in Venus, then apply it to that. If your Aries is in, you know what I mean, moon. Or my moon is in Aries, then apply it to the moon. It doesn't have to be your sun sign. Ms. Fat Bald Cat. I've actually never met Ashira in person. She found my Emerald Tablets audiobook, shared it, and has been homies ever since. Second, I don't even know what Lipstick Alley is. Do you know what Lipstick Alley is? Sounds like a chismosa website.
I don't know. It does.
Sounds like a chismosa website. I try to avoid. Never mind. Alright, next one. Next one is actually Taurus. So whoever asked Regina Da then. The Princey Prince. He's your prince. He's chilling over there. Where are we at? Damn, someone's talking about me in Lipstick Alley. That's cool though. Man of Letters, what up? They say any press is good press. So maybe you should keep that thread going and help the Man of Letters. Help the Man of Letters squadron grow. But keep it real though if you can help it. Taurus, your card already fell out. Oh, the Three of Wands. We pulled that the other day. Holding on to burning sticks. What was this one? Patience. And not worrying about indecisiveness. Okay, so for you Tauri out there, we have, I feel like especially today, it's a very, it tends to be a very driven society that we're in right now, at least this phase, where it's like you gotta make the right action all the time, every time. And if we hesitate, we sort of curse ourselves and hate on ourselves for hesitating and being indecisive. But the Three of Wands for the Taurus says, don't worry about being indecisive. Because sometimes you need to take your time with decisions and you need to weigh all choices to make the best one. And the Three of Wands is literally holding on to three burning sticks. And of all of the decisions and choices, maybe burning in your hands, sometimes it takes a little time to make a decision. And then we'll actually just try to go a little deeper into that one. See if there's anything that I missed. Yada, yada, yada. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was reading you. I was reading the reversed. The upright was the opposite. So act quickly. Ooh. Yeah, no. I could have fucked that up for all you guys. The exact opposite of what I just said. The card was in the wrong position. Act quickly. Which is fair enough for Taurus, because Taurus likes to chill a lot, right? I don't know much about Tauri. But I do know that they're stubborn and don't like to act. Because they're big bulls, right? You can't move them very easily. So, the timing is now, Taurus. Make a decision already, goddammit. Next. real in my soul. Atlas, what are you doing over there? Do you have anything to say about this next sign? The next one is Libra, because the Libras are fucking up at the beginning of 2020, Atlas. What do you have to say? Stop messing up my ukulele. Alright. Atlas has spoken. This is what he has to say to Libra. It's important to know that Pluto and Saturn will be transitioning through the Earth sign Capricorn, which can cause discomfort for air and fire signs. I don't know why. Don't ask questions. Which causes, and that's why Libra and air sign may have a tough time come January. Atlas, you gotta play it with your fingers, not the brush. Keep in mind that balance can exist in a single moment or over the grand scheme of things, as above. If you're having a difficult time right now, for example, it doesn't have to be half fun, half not. Your balance will come later in the year as you integrate the lessons offered by Saturn and Pluto. Sandy, thanks for stopping by. You bathed in? You guys want to see the prince? Atlas. Say what's up to baby? Say hi. Say hi, Princey Prince. That was next gen. Libra typically likes things balanced, so they may feel complete. So again, anyone who likes balance and sort of well-defined plans and all the pieces laid out before them, they're gonna have trouble because there's a lot of transitioning planets, and apparently this Pluto is fucking everybody up. And Saturn, this Pluto and Saturn is fucking everybody up. So try not to be so rigid. I would say regardless of your sign, regardless if you're one of these 4 signs and the next one is Capricorn, try not to be so caught up in plans and rigidity at the beginning of this year, because there's a lot of turmoil, which makes a lot of sense, because last time we did the card pull and it was all about baby steps. I pulled a card for each sign and related it to yesterday's solar eclipse, and the consensus was, don't worry about flashy things, don't worry about big moves, don't worry about trying to, get super far ahead in life. It's all about the baby steps. It's all about one foot in front of the other. 2020 is about the long game. 2020 is all about the long game, and there's nothing wrong with that. Libra is sort of the same way in this reading, was that Libra likes to be balanced, so they're gonna feel completely thrown off by the energy, which will leave them feeling like they won't know what to do next. But remember that balance doesn't have to happen in each particular moment. That balance might have to come at the very end of the game. So if the first few months feel like shit, the last few months will balance it, as long as you learn your lessons and get your shit together. Yada yada yada. Thanks, Yesenia. I think I said that. It sounds like Hootie and the Blowfish, but a spiritual version. Doesn't it? It sounds like Hootie and the Blowfish meets spiritual, meets India. God. What's that song that Hootie and the Blowfish sings? That's super cool.
How does it go? I forgot how it goes.
Sounds exactly like him. Alright, Capricorn. Do you have any Capricorns in here?
I only want to be with you.
That's what it is. I only want to be with you. You can call me a fool. I only want to be with you.
Oh my god.
It sounds just like him.
It does. Probably is.
I think Hootie and the Blowfish is going under the name of Krishna Das these days. Rising Capricorn. Alright, Valeria. Este es para ti. Of course, Valeria, with several major planets transitioning Capricorn this January, it only stands to reason that Capricorn themselves will be affected too. And for them, it'll all come down to feeling as if their life isn't on track. For them, for a sign that values hard work and ambition, they might feel lost for a while as they figure out their next move, but that's okay. Same ship, different sign. It's almost like people who want to work hard and grind it out and just follow the status quo to get what they want, not try to mix things up too much because they have a set motion. Those people are going to be throwing topsy-turvy. There's just too much shit going on with too much heavy-hitting planets moving around, Pluto and Saturn in particular in this case, that it's going to be hard to find a fold. So don't worry about it. It sounds like these first few months, I think for everyone, unless you thrive in chaos, to just sort of go with the flow. Go, 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 go. Here's a card for you. Mr. Wah. Here's your card, Capricorn. Here's your card, Capricorns. Ooh, we have a reversed moon sign for Capricorn. Where are we at? He got his phone. The moon card refers to a deep state of sensitivity and imaginative impressionability developed within the womb of deep relaxation. Here we dream and go into trance, have visions, receive insight, wash in and wash out with the psychic tides, and experience deep mystical and or terrifying realities beyond our ordinary senses. What's up, Prince? You have something more to say? You want to tell us about the moon? So reversed. He's tired. Are you tired, Prince? Alright, so reverse. The moon card reverse suggests that you might be deluding yourself, exaggerating or embellishing your version of a situation. Ooh. It's interesting for the Capricorns. Consider whether you are repeating an emotional, dramatic rendition of events rather than keeping to the bare facts. Yeah. I know a Capricorn that could use this pool. The temptation to let yourself be swept away emotionally or psychically is understandable, but it doesn't help you find your balance centered in chaotic times. It's a perfect pool. So we're going through chaos. We already talked about that. Capricorn likes hard work and dedication and determination. The chaotic energies are going to ruin that. One way to fix that is the temptation to let yourself be swept away emotionally or psychically is understandable, but it doesn't help you find your balance centered in chaotic times. So try not to delude yourself, exaggerate, or embellish a current situation. Stick to the facts. Try not to get swept away in the emotions or psychically, because being swept away in emotions can be exhausting during chaotic times. So I hope that helped you guys. Those were the 4 that will be having the most trouble with the start of 2020. But it's not so much that they're going to be having trouble. It's just, it looks like we're going to have to learn how to go with the flow a bit. At least those four for the beginning. Or maybe not go with the flow, but find a new flow. Because when I did the card pull a couple days ago, that was the main thing I talked about, was making sure that your plan is a new and updated version of your goals and your wants. So maybe the chaos in the beginning of 2020 is sort of your back against the wall when it comes to trying to find a new way to go forward with shit. Maybe things haven't worked out for you in the past. Maybe you've been working at 110 but only receiving at 10. Maybe you're working way too hard and not getting nearly enough in return for the works. And the chaos is an opportunity to be like, yo, maybe I'm doing things wrong. Maybe I need to chill out a bit, right? Because we pick from the chaos. What happens in the chaos is that things lose form. And the wonderful thing about things losing form is that they turn back into pure potential and can be reconstructed into anything new. Like in ice sculpture, you can take a bunch of ice and carve a polar bear out of ice. But now that ice can only be a polar bear. You have to return back to chaos if you want to create something else. The polar bear has to completely lose its form if it wants to become a penguin, or if it wants to become water, or if it wants to become water vapor. And that's sort of what's happening at the beginning of this year. We're being given an opportunity for things to be returned to chaos, to pure potential. Just make sure that you don't fight it, because this could be a blessing in disguise. When you make plans in the future, they might be better, new and improved. You might have the chance to meditate on shit and think to yourself, I actually don't like the way I've been doing things. I've been working too much and getting too much in return. Thank you for destroying my old paradigms and my old hypnotic rhythms, because the new ones I'm setting are much more fulfilling, useful, hopeful, practical, reasonable, all the above. The 4 signs were Aries was number 1, and then I think we had Libra, and then we had Capricorn. What else was it? Taurus, that's right. Aries, Taurus, Libra, Capricorn. Thank you. So glad of my path, but so hard. So hard. Gabe Fisher, you didn't.
Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase.
Where are we? Anywho. Oh, did you fall asleep?
He's not in a deep sleep yet, but he's almost there.
Are you ready to go?
Om Namah
Just need to make that.
Shivaya
Alright, I'll get ready.
Did you exit?
What's that?
You're still live?
Still alive. What signs will be killing it? Well, the only reason why these signs aren't killing it at the start of 2020 is because these signs like balance in plans. Aries knows what they want and they know how to get it. So as soon as you start throwing chaos into the mix, they don't know what they want, they don't know how to get it, fucks them up. What's up, Jenny Pete? Nice to see you. Same with Libra, they like balance. Anywho, so the signs who thrive in chaos, those will be the signs that are having a great start to 2020. I don't know what signs thrive in chaos, but I'm assuming Earth signs are probably not going to thrive because they like stability. I'm guessing air signs will probably have a good time because air is pretty mutable. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'd have to research that. Yeah, water signs are probably going to be doing the best. Water signs like to water signs are very malleable. Faith Naturo. Yeah, there's probably someone far better at astrology than me in here. Whoever thrives in chaos. If you guys feel like you thrive in chaos, you guys are going to do just fine at the beginning of 2020. Just fine. Any questions? You guys good? You guys happy with that? We ready to get on with our lives? Let's fucking go, MCQ31. Hashtag 200mil squad. Everyone hit me with that hashtag 200mil squad, by the way. I did do some tarot scopes today. You should look at yours if you want. Everyone check out Faith Naturo for some scopes. That should be it. You guys good? You guys happy with that? Anything else you would like to talk about? I have about 5 minutes to spare before I start getting ready to head over to the homie's house. What up, Smith? Oh, the background, Manly P. Hall. I mean, what about him? I don't know what you mean. He's like... I don't know what you want to know about Manly P. Hall. I certainly haven't listened to all of his lectures and lessons. He's a different sort of branch of Hermetics than I follow. What Manly P. Hall stuff I follow is what Carl Jung picked up as far as the collective consciousness. So I've done a lot of reading on the collective consciousness as far as it pertains to Manly P. Hall, but not much else. Probably the Aries in me, but I like a little more fire with my... I like a little more fire and brimstone with my learning, and Manly P. Hall seems to be a little tame. He's a little too droll for my taste, if that makes any sense. I should though. The background music. I don't know, I've had a bunch of stuff playing in the background. You know who you guys should be looking up if you want some throwback early 20th century sort of occult and esoteric is Napoleon Hill. I know most of you might think of Napoleon Hill as far as Think and Grow Rich and making money if you're an entrepreneur or in the business world. However, he's on some shit. He's on some next level shit when it comes to law of attraction, everything that entails law of attraction. He's probably the OG law of attraction person, period. But most people know him as business and finance and stuff. But we've been reading Interview with the Devil that Napoleon wrote, where he's basically interviewing the devil, and there is an ungodly amount of gemstones in that text that are really well put together, really easy to digest. It's code, but it's not ridiculous code, you know what I mean? I have Think and Grow Rich right now in my hand. I mean, even Think and Grow Rich, I mean, think about it. Think, right? So his whole thing is thought is origin. So it doesn't get more esoteric than thought is origin. So read everything you can by Napoleon Hill. It's concise, it's to the point, no bullshit, not much interpretation having to be done. It's straight up. It's fucking straight up. It's gold. Wait, Manly P. Hall died by ants? Wild. Yeah, he refers to the secret. He refers to dark energy. One of my favorite things that Napoleon Hill said in reference to Hermetics was Napoleon Hill asked the devil why God allowed him to exist, basically. And the devil laughed and said that I must exist to balance the light. Like he's basically said you can't have one without the other. And then he went into the law of polarity, saying that as long as there's light, there is darkness, which was pretty spot on. But the whole thing, you could every response he gives, you could tie it to some sort of principle, some sort of law, some sort of text. Yeah, Chismagistus. Did we finish the interview with the devil on my channel? Do you guys know? I'm doing a live reading on my channel if you want to check it out. I basically read it. The devil I play has a sort of plantation southern accent. It's pretty awesome. And I do commentary during it. So you guys should check that out. It's been a while. I should have finished that thing months ago. It's taking a while, but definitely go check it out. It's a good one. Why I sent a creature to kill my ants. What? There's a guy who runs a YouTube channel all about his ants, and he's got 3.2 million subscribers, and he just does dope ass videos on his ants. Truly dope ass videos on his ants. It's crazy. Thank you for your audiobooks, especially the Kabbalion. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Like, I love the audiobooks. I'm glad you guys like them. Kabbalion is probably the most important occult text you guys will ever read or hear, period. Of all of them. Because if you've listened to the Kabbalion or read it, you'll know that there's not one piece of information in there that doesn't wrap up another area of your life and spirituality, whether it's The Secret, whether it's Napoleon Hill, whether it's the Emerald Tablets, whether it's the Corpus Hermeticum, whether it's Manly P. Hall. All those things take the laws further, the same way branches of a tree take the tree further, and then you get leaves, right? So it starts with the seed, And then eventually you get the trunk, and then you get branches and resin and, you know, essential oils and leaves and chlorophyll, right? The further you go from the seed, the more intricate and crazy it gets. That is manly pea hall. That is emerald tablets. That is law of attraction and shit like that. But at its core, at the core studies of all this, at the seed of all of that, is the Kabbalion. So if you guys haven't listened to that on my channel, go listen to it or read the book. Preferably do both. I'll send you a link right now too, because hold on. Where is it? The Kabbalion has been slaying too. I have like 26,000 views on it, and that jumped quick.
I made mine, so
And it's 4 hours long too. That thing took me forever to make. Agent Smith got hacked and blocked Valeria. Oh, Little Evan, hell yeah, thanks. Tell him I'm happy he enjoyed the piano. With that being said, thanks for being here. I'll wrap it up with some shameless promo, you guys. I got the Etsy shop. If you're new to the channel, I run my Man of Letters Co. Etsy shop where I make my own beeswax candles and ritual candles. I distill my own essential oil. This is mugwort oil. Probably debatably the strongest mugwort variety that exists, Artemisia californica, Californian mugwort, and it's divine. Essential oil perfumes I make absolutes, frankincense. Well, I haven't made the frankincense. Copal absolute for burning essential oils, or for burning on your resin burners. Copal is a cousin of frankincense and myrrh. There's three: frankincense, myrrh, and copal. And it's phenomenal. The smell is absolutely divine. So there's that. Where did my thing go? Ooh, my Patreon. So if you join the Patreon, you get discounts on my Etsy shop, upwards of 20%. So the Etsy, what Patreon does is, oh Keith, I like your content. How can I support? Here's $1 every month. Go slay. I get 1,000 people sending me $1 a month. I get $1,000 a month to buy camera equipment, do cool shit with the channel, make more audiobooks because those are crazy time consuming. Build up the paradise. I have retreats. I'm gonna start hosting retreats here out in California, so the money will go to building up my retreat space, planting more exotic trees, doing cool, just beautiful, amazing shit. Oh, and if you join the Patreon, you get percentage off the shit that you buy. So if you don't, I think it's 5, you get 10%, 10, you get 20% off the Etsy shop. So if you're buying candles, essential oils, white sage plants, if you're buying those things anyways, you actually save money by joining the Patreon and using the Etsy shop. It's a win-win situation for you guys and for me. So it's like a win-win situation. So thanks, you guys. I appreciate that. But I dropped my phone. Yeah, you timed out Valeria, Sir Smith, for 300 seconds. ND cheese, absolutely. I shipped to Europe. Yes, I've shipped to Canada. I've shipped to Honduras. I've shipped to some Eastern European country. I've shipped to England a few times. Yeah, for sure ship to oh yeah, and my Etsy shop is etsy.com/shop/man of letters co. Yeah, well said, Alchemy. It's like having a membership to your favorite store. Dude, Elizabeth, I ship everywhere. I'll send a package out to Lucifer himself. He'll be like, yo, I need some of those ritual sacrificing candles. What can you do? Can you hook a brother up? And I'll be like, Lucifer, son of the morning, I got you. How many candles do you need? Isn't that a song? Lucifer, son of the morning? Well, that's it. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. And see you soon.